ain't no way. There ain't no way I'm staying up late for this one. There's no way. There's no way. I can't do that. I can't do that. Oh, man. Dude, is this real? This isn't real. This isn't real. I didn't want to see bad news right before I got it. Chinese officials are considering the sale of TikTok US to Elon Musk. For the love of God, guys, can we have anything good? TikTok's actually all right. All things considered. Hold on, this can't be real. Just ban it, bro. Don't sell it to him. Calls report the Chinese exploring sale of app to Elon Musk. Oh, okay, wait. Thank God. Oh, thank God, dude. I would just lose it, guys. I would not be able to tell. I would not be able to live like this. That's legit a monopoly if Elon gets to. You cannot, bro. This dude should not own all social media. Thank God. It's pure fiction, apparently. Just I'd rather you ban the thing than to do that. Honestly, a VPN would probably work, right? I use a VPN anyways, so I'll just set my VPN somewhere else. For sale shouldn't be starting. Is he starting tonight? I haven't been paying attention. Dude, it's so late. Yeah, the game starts at 9:30. It starts in like 10 minutes. I'm not going live after that game. I was thinking maybe we could just like live stream during the first quarter or something and get on out of here. You don't know how much I'm sacrificing, okay? I could comfortably be playing Marvel Rivals right now. I could comfortably be playing Marvel Rivals right now. If you never played Marvel Rivals, you don't understand what I'm sacrificing right now by being here. You watch the NFL playoffs? No. I'm not watching the NFL until Jerry's gone. I can't deal. I want to actually like cheer for my team, and I can't do that because I know that they're just going to lose every year. Bruh, you can play video games anytime, just play after the game. I got work in the morning. This game is super late, man. It's like, what, it'll be over like at midnight? Maybe I can have an hour? Hour's a long time. I mean, I'm lying. Maybe I can have like 30, 35 minutes, you know? And if you played that game, you want to sit there. I literally, when I went back to visit my parents for the holidays, I brought the gaming laptop that I just bought. Because you guys remember, thanks to you guys, by the way. I can't remember the exact people that brought it up, but guys were like, go to a pawn shop, which makes a lot of sense where I'm at because a lot of like young adults, young college students were bringing laptops over there. So I ended up getting a gaming laptop. I had to buy some extra RAM, so that's on the way because 8 gigs is not doing it for me. But I sat down. It was me, girlfriend, brother, my sister, and my sister had my gaming laptop. I was playing on the PlayStation 5. And we played Marvel Rivals for like 6 to 7 hours straight. Like, it was not on purpose. It's that fun. It's that addicting. Jeez, that addicting. What do you do for work? I'm a therapist. If 49ers aren't in the playoffs, I really don't care either. Yeah. Yeah. And it's not just that. Like, the NFL as a whole has kind of left a sour taste in my mouth over the years. Their stance on things have been very strange. Are you actually? Yeah, I'm not lying. Are you into Marvel comics or do you just like the gameplay? I was never really into Marvel like that. Yeah, no, I was never really into Marvel like that. What type of therapy do you do? It's just mental health therapy. I've seen couples before, but mostly just individual. Anxiety, depression, all that kind of stuff. Marvel Rivals is so fun. It's ridiculously fun, dude. Yeah. I couldn't get into Marvel Rivals because I don't care about the characters, LOL, but I'm into Overwatch. I think you should play way more. Any advice for people with bad anxiety? Yeah, try to recognize what's the underlying reasons for the anxiety, and address that, but also grounding exercises. That's always a good go-to. There's grounding exercises, there's cognitive diffusion that you can try, but yeah, if you look up anxiety grounding exercises, just try those and make a habit of doing that, just to at least try to help you in real time when you start to have anxiety. What characters do you use on Marvel Rivals? I'm all over the place, bro. Captain America is like my main right now. Namor, Captain America. I'm trying to get good with Iron Fist. He's a little difficult. And I want to get good with magic as well. Invisible Woman's awesome. Though I've been switching between those three a lot. What is yours? Very admirable. I did the same thing with young children for 20 years, emotionally and behaviorally challenged children, and not adolescents in the school setting. I was more of a crisis counselor. That's what's up, man. That's dope. That actually makes a lot of sense now, why you're so level-headed when people start losing it in these chats. Yeah, I try my best. Hey, I can get a little crazy too sometimes. I get it. Hey, Clan, you watching the game tonight? I'll watch the first quarter with you guys, okay? That's about it. What should we go over? Because, let's see, Spurs play on Wednesday, right? I do have something to show you. Vikings just made a touchdown. I didn't even know the NFL. What's today? I didn't even know the NFL was going on right now. What is this? Oh, this guy. Why are you always trying to make a case for Sochan? If he was that good, then he wouldn't need fans like you making his case for him. His game would do the talking. That's so silly. That is not true. There's certain players where people don't appreciate them, and yeah, you have to highlight what they're good at. The statistics don't lie. You're the one that's making the case that he's bad. I'm just rebuting it. Such a silly take. If he was that good, you wouldn't have to say anything. No, actually, sometimes you do have to say something. Hold on. There was something to show you. Please say this ain't me. What? Okay. Bro, we need a good game tonight, like, please. Yeah, for real. What does this even mean? So, Caitlin Clark. What does this even mean? Caitlin Clark had someone stalking her. This 55-year-old dude from Texas sent her hundreds of threats and sexual charged messages on Twitter. Traveled to Indianapolis before being arrested at a hotel, and she was pretty fearful. She was like, what the heck is going on? And I said, dude, I never have to think about stuff like this as a man. Very scary stuff. And then, oh, he said data. Oh, he's trying to say like Latina women are crazy. Is that what he's trying to say here? Data Latina? I did before. I don't know. I guess I didn't get it at first. After like saying it out loud, I understood the joke. This skin is awesome, by the way. I just bought this skin. It's so dope. All right, I do want to show you this. All right. I do want to show you this. So just a little something else to bring up, okay? Because it's so often. I really do think that the amount of hate that Jeremy Sochan get is completely disproportionate to what he does on the court. I don't think that it's merited at all. The only criticism that I personally have for Sochan is, hey, work on your three-point shot. Literally it. I mean, every other aspect of his game, I don't think there's anything to worry about. There's nothing that causes any type of concern. I feel like he's gotten better and better over time. So I just want to show you a couple things, okay? Because I think it's completely out of whack how much hate he's been getting. So the entire Spurs team has been quite bad when it comes to three-point shooting. And big shout out to the Hoopster here for posting this. Hold on, let me actually put this in a different thing. So there's a couple things to look at. So first and foremost, this is all catch and shoot three-point accuracy. And this is what's important, right? This is what a lot of people are critiquing when it comes to the Spurs. Because when people say that you need to spread out for Wemby needs all this space, this is what they're talking about. They're talking about catch and shoot three-pointers. And as we can see, there's only 3 players on the team currently that have been pretty doggone good when it comes to three-point shooting in catch and shoot scenarios. You got Harrison Barnes at 43, which is insane, but we kind of expect that going into the season. Julian Champagnie at 38. We kind of expect him to at least be around the 35 range. And then Victor Wembanyama at 37. But you move on down, and there's a big jump off. You got Devin Vassell at 32. You got Chris Paul and Sochan at 30. And then you have Steph Castle at 29. We kind of expect that. Zach Collins at 28. That's really bad because his whole thing this season was that he's going to be a better shooter. That's like the main thing he worked on over the offseason. So that's a little disappointing. You got Keldon Johnson at 26%. And then you have Trey Jones at 21%. Not too shocked about Trey Jones. I feel like he'll bring that up. Keldon Johnson's a little bit of a shocker. I thought that at least with the addition of Chris Paul that his percentages would be higher, but it seems like it is digressed. But the whole notion that Jeremy Sochan has been so horrible and so awful this season is just absolutely ridiculous. I understand that he needs to improve his three-point shooting. Chris Paul is averaging the same percentage from catch and shoot threes. Sochan hasn't been pulling up a lot of threes. If he had, it's the shot coming off the clock. You just have to take the shot, right? I mean, you just have to take it. But most scenarios, no, it's just been catch and shoot threes. And that's not good. 30% isn't good. But I don't understand all of the hate. Even the eye test for me, I don't see the hate. And then analytically, I don't understand it. So just a little bit of perspective here. He is not the worst shooter on this team. He's like dead spank in the middle as far as everyone on this team. I'm not expecting him to be a crazy three-point shooter. I'm hoping that in the future he can give us a consistent 33, 34. And that's all I'm hoping for, really. But the expectations have been absolutely out of whack here. Vassell offense is scaring me. Yeah, Vassell should be the one where maybe, you guys should be a little worried. But Sochan? Come on. Also, saw this as well, and I wanted to bring this up. So here are the top 10 perimeter isolation defenders. So I showed you something similar the other day, in which he was ahead of 92% of defensive players in the NBA. Like, as far as defense, he was ranked in that top percent. He was better than 92% of people. Oh my goodness, thank you, Larry. Jeez, thank you for the super chat. $20. Salute to you, clan. Been watching you hold it down for 4 or 5 years now. Appreciate your positivity contributing to my mental health. Go Spurs, go. Thanks, man. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for watching, dude. Yeah, no, you're real. You're a real one. So anyways, top 10 perimeter isolation defenders. So he's better than 92% of the league when it comes to defense. But that was a mixed defensive stat. So that was taking into account his isolation defense along with the team defense, right? This is just looking at top 10 perimeter isolation defenders in the NBA. And Jeremy Sochan is 9 out of top 10. As many players there are in the NBA, he's number 9. I had people genuinely asking me such a silly question, but asking the question, what team, I think this was last live stream, what team would start Sochan other than the Spurs? I just think that's a crazy statement and very disrespectful to what we have here. I just want people to know that we do have a genuinely good player here, okay? And I don't believe that fans can push a player out, right? I don't think that that's necessarily possible. Maybe to like a small chance of that happening, but so I'm not worried that Sochan's going to want to leave because the fans are mean towards him or anything like that. I just want us to be consistent because I already know what's going to happen. People are going to look really silly when the Spurs start winning and Sochan is on full display and he's getting into the opposing team stuff and they're getting into it and the Spurs are winning games and we have that edge, that nastiness that you're seeing day in and day out, or night in and night out, and then the media kind of gets a hold to it and say Sochan's pretty important, and once he actually is helping win games, all these people are going to come back and say Sochan's pretty good. I just want you to recognize that he's good now and you can praise him now, and then once we start winning, you can start giving the praise then too. I'm not sitting here to say, I'm not saying just kiss his butt and say he's perfect and everything's great and everything's, la. But all I'm trying to say is he is a good player. Every analytic has shown it. And the only thing that people are basing Sochan or their disdain for Sochan off of is a narrative that he can't shoot. Which, sure, he needs to improve his three-point shooting, but so does a lot of people on the team. That's not the biggest thing. There's a lot to basketball other than shooting three-pointers. There's a lot more to it. And everyone has praised him that's on the team. Chris Paul has praised him. Victor Wembanyama has said that he's important to the team. Stop trying to push guys out that don't deserve it. If you want to have a discussion about Zach Collins, I'm with you, right? I'm with you. Like, I do think that he's undersized for the position that we got him in, but I'm with you on that. If you want to have a discussion about Keldon Johnson, he's the longest tenured Spur. There's many times where I think that there's a lot of tunnel vision going on. Defense isn't that good. It's not a lot of other things that you can bring other than energy and, off the court leadership. Sure, we can have a discussion about Keldon, but why are we talking about Sochan? That's just a player that I just don't think we should really be entertaining getting off this team. That's just not one that I even want to have a discussion about. So just want to throw that out there. I want everybody to know now that he's good because you're going to look really bad in the future when the Spurs are winning and he's right there. He's right there helping, leading the charge. Just put it in your mind now. Analytics disagree with you. Statistics disagree with you. Everything disagrees with you. Literally has somebody in the chat last live stream saying that making the argument that Aaron Gordon is a significantly better player than Sochan. Analytics don't show that either. Said that he's a better defender than Sochan. Nothing shows that. Don't know what you're getting that off of. So, anyways, just a feeling. I think a lot of people just have feelings and then they just go off of those feelings. I have my biases, right, towards certain players. I like certain players of what they do, right? I always gravitate towards guys that are high basketball IQ, good defenders. But I'm not going to continue to defend them if the analytics aren't affirming my beliefs. And I'm sorry, the analytics all say that I'm correct. I'm not just gonna go off my feelings. So that's all I gotta say about that. Let's see what some of the people in the chat said. Sochan, I like Fasell, Johnson, Jones, time to go. Oh, and Zach. I won't go as far as to say Space Invader. I won't go as far as to say Fasell needs to go right now or anything. I would say I'm a little cautious on what's been going on, but I won't go that far with him. Sochan hate boils down to two things: ugly jumper and wouldn't pass to Wemby last year when learning point guard. Yeah, it's ugly jumper. I would add onto it. I think it's more than that. I think it's ugly jumper. I think wouldn't pass to Wemby, which, yeah, like you said, you put it in quotes. That's just the narrative. 3, I would say it's his hair. And 4, I would say it's his personality. I think a lot of people just don't really like him, right? Let's be honest. He goes against certain social norms. He just does. And it makes people feel weird, especially old heads. They don't like that. Guy dyeing his hair, growing it out. Yeah, they don't like piercings. Yeah, but they don't. A lot of people don't even recognize that might be a bias that they have. So they blame it on other stuff. I guarantee you there were Bulls fans back in the day that hated Dennis Rodman and probably would say that, well, he's not that good at this and he's not that good at that. Dude ended up being a legitimate legend. All right. Done with this discussion. Games for some reason start 10 minutes later. Yeah, they always start like 10 minutes later. I think it was about to start in a couple minutes, right? 4:30 a.m. in France right now. Dude, I don't know what I'm going to do when I eventually move to Japan. I have no idea. We'll figure it out, though. You watching the game live, Clan? I'm watching at least the first quarter. We'll watch the first quarter. Let's see. Might be something else to go over. Oh, I'll show you this. This is pretty cool. If you want to know how big of a jump the Spurs have made, there you go. Crazy jump. This is from last season to this season. Who's improved, who's gotten worse. But people would like to tell you that the Spurs haven't made any improvements. That is not true. They've made the biggest jump next to the Pistons. You got a problem with the city jerseys? All right, give me a second. I gotta find the game. Mute the desktop. We might have to go live again tomorrow night. That's probably what we'll do. That would make sense. Could we go live again tomorrow night? Then we can talk about this game. Because I don't want to do it tonight. Turn this down a little bit. Jeez. Louder. Alright, cool. Sochan's out tonight. I know he was questionable. I didn't know he was going to be out. Oh, wait. I have a thing that I can bring up. Hold on. I forgot about this. There we go. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I think it's this one. There we go. Our longest losing streak of the season is 3 in a row. I just heard the Lakers commentator say that. I guess I'll put the game right here. Oh, that's actually quite impressive. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to gauge this season because Pop being out. Mitch Johnson is doing a decent job taking over, but you can see his inexperience with the rotations and reluctance of using timeouts. I think that he has been way too true to Pop's vision, a little too much. But that also comes down to the Spurs, because I don't think the Spurs, I mean, at least from what we know, I don't think the Spurs have been very open. I think they're kind of waiting to see what happens, but they haven't been open in saying, Mitch Johnson, this is your team now, right? Like, so he could very well just be trying to hold the fort down until Pop gets here. And if that's the case, then it does make sense for his rotations to be pretty bad, but as consistent as they've been. Now, I do agree with you not calling timeouts. I do not understand that for the life of me. I don't see how that has anything to do with Pop. The rotations make sense, but not calling timeout, I don't get that. Been a while since you've been on during a game. Yeah. It's that late. The game is too late. It's too late, man. What's a man to do? Dude, I'm so happy that Chinese TikTok going to Elon news is fake. I'm so happy it's fake. Can I rant? I want to rant about a couple things, okay? I want to rant about cancel culture while this game is on. Rant away? Okay. So, I listened to the death of Slim Shady, okay? So I'm a huge Eminem fan. Like, I love Eminem, right? I think he's the greatest rapper of all time. Anybody that says that he isn't at least in the top 3, I just think you're discredited. I mean, there's so much to his repertoire, and it's not just like, oh, he just got big because he's white or whatever, you know. Vanilla Ice, right? You can give multitude of examples of guys that weren't as big as Eminem. Like, he's just that good. He has that many great songs, and his lyricism is kind of ridiculous. Like, he's on a godly level when it comes to the things that he comes up with, right? I mean, he's basically a perfect rapper. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you don't get better than him. So, you know, I love the death of Slim Shady. I have the record of it. But one thing I didn't like about it is that there's too many songs of him saying that he's going to get canceled. Like, I don't like that. And it seems like it happens all the time. Your rap goat is Wash Clan. Listen to Fuel. I don't see how that's washed. That is not washed. You listen to Fuel, I don't see how you can say that's wash. That's one of the best in the game. His rhyme schemes, his punchlines, everything was phenomenal in that verse. And he has many verses in that album that's great. But like in the I don't know what it is. It's like his middle-aged celebrities, male celebrities, that constantly come out and say that they're getting canceled, or they're going to get canceled or whatnot, and cancel culture this, cancel culture that. I don't know why M did it. Like, yeah, I just saw that Castle missed layup. That was terrible. I don't know why M is doing that, because Eminem, they tried to cancel him in the 2000s. So why is he talking about Gen Z coming after him. Gen Z don't care about Eminem. A lot of kids don't even know who Eminem is. A lot of people use the term stan and don't even know that it's from where it came from. It's insane. It's genuinely insane that he would sit there and complain about getting canceled. Ain't nobody canceling Eminem. And with that, one thing I didn't like about the album is I felt like he was constantly on the fence. Like, it's like he wanted to have his cake and eat it too, right? Like, where he would make references that no one really cares about anymore. Like, okay, I'm bringing Slim Shady back, but you're really not. Like, you're talking about Bruce Jenner? No one cares about Bruce Jenner. You're talking about cancel culture? That's easy. Like, nobody's going to give you that much pushback on that because Gen Z already don't really care. It was just frustrating. The whole thing. That was a nice Wemby move, but he missed it. But yeah, it was I don't know. It was parts of the album that I just didn't really like that much. And I thought he did a better job on, call a timeout. I thought he did a better job on MMLP 2, Marshall Mathers LP 2, because on Marshall Mathers LP 2, he also did the whole like killing Slim Shady type deal, and I think he did it better, right? So this isn't a new concept that he's done before, but the reason why I say all that is because today they leaked a bunch of Eminem songs, and there's a song on Death of Slim Shady called Antichrist, and I heard the original version of it, and that version is messed up, but that's what should have been on the album. It is a really messed up song, and it should have been on the album, because if the whole concept is I'm bringing Slim Shady back to kill it, you want Slim Shady to be back. How did this fare in 2024? Then that's what you should have done. Just do that song. But he didn't do it. Instead, Antichrist, even though there's a lot of good rhyme schemes in it, he's rapping at a top tier level, it's complaints about Gen Z. Well, that's easy. It was just a slop. I felt like the album was sloppy because Eminem wanted to bring back Slim Shady to kill Slim Shady, but he was also afraid of the backlash. Like, because he really cares about what people think of him. So he was worried about the backlash. So what you got was like this weird, like, new Eminem fighting with the old Eminem, but the old Eminem isn't even as edgy as he was previously. It was just ugly. I thought it was kind of a messy project, even at times where it had like really great highlights, I guess that's all I had to say about it. Not in my personal top 5, but I do think he's rap's Mount Rushmore. That's fine. My top 3 is Eminem, Kendrick, and DMX. Tupac could make that 3, but that's my personal top 3. K-Dot's totally fine. K-Dot is the only rapper where K-Dot and Tupac are the only 2 rappers where if someone told me that they're better than Eminem, I wouldn't even fight you on it. I wouldn't agree, but I wouldn't fight you on it. J. Cole would be a good one too. I'm not putting J. Cole in my top 5 or maybe even my top 10, but J. Cole is fine. Drake and his feelings right now. Drake was great during Take Care. I love Kendrick. Kendrick's so good. Personal note on M. He's been a little weird the last few years, but I saw him in Austin, hands down, best performer and best on stage presence I've seen. M the GOAT. Yeah. The weird thing, man, I don't understand. I just don't understand it. I guess I do understand it. Like I said, I think it really is M being afraid of the backlash after Revival. Like, we got that FU mentality in Kamikaze and everyone loved it, but like, I don't think he wants to be that angry person, He doesn't want to do that anymore. And nor does he want his whole, like, I don't know. I felt like Revival was a good concept album, and I liked what Revival was about. I just wished he could have done it in a better way, because it came across at times as cringy. The production value was horrible. The beats were horrible. The samples were horrible. Yeah. J, Nas, M, no particular order. That's fine. Putting Nas in there is fine. Jay-Z was a monster in the 90s. I don't understand people. That was a nice dunk by Wemby. I don't understand people saying, like, when people say Jay-Z is one of the GOATs and they, like, refer to his post-2000s albums. I don't quite understand that. I thought Jay-Z was a better rapper in the 90s. Pimp C was dope. Just out of curiosity, what happened to Castle? He had a great start to beginning, but something changed. Being a rookie. Eazy-E. I don't think Eazy-E's a great rapper. There go Wemby again. Does Wemby have all these points? Okay, another thing I want to rant about. I guess it's kind of, we can stem from cancel culture a little bit. So, in one end where people say cancel culture is character, most of the time it's just, you know, taking responsibility for your actions. Like, people don't want to take responsibility for their actions, right? And if your comedians say, I can't say this anymore, well, come up with better jokes. You know, if you're a good enough comedian, you can still make great jokes. Look at Cat Williams, right? He's still funny. Anyways, so I think cancel culture is a lot of BS for the most part. But then there's certain things where I do kind of agree halfway. Like, so, like I said, I've been playing Marvel Rivals a lot, and I genuinely enjoy it. And I think one thing about Marvel Rivals that's really cool is that they're pretty unapologetic when it comes to superheroes' physiques and just showing it off. Like, they don't care. They're not worried about the backlash. Like, they're just not. It's lore accurate, and they're just going to do it. And I think a lot of times games end up so concerned with showing off too much skin to the point where they would even strip parts of a character's personality for the sake of making sure that they have no, like, sex appeal at all. That's something I noticed. Have you noticed that? Like, I think of Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, right? People that didn't play Tomb Raider growing up, they don't actually recognize how bad they messed up that character, right? Yeah, 12-11 Lakers. Yeah, they don't know how bad they messed up that character. A big part of Lara Croft was she was flirtatious and she was charismatic, and they took all that away from her. Like, the new Lara Croft is not interesting at all. What are we talking about, Clan? I don't know what we're talking about anymore. All I'm saying is, it's okay to show off, like, it's okay for characters in video games to have, like, sex appeal. Like, I think that's totally okay. Like, you can go too far. Like, you can have, like, freaking Dead or Alive, right? Like, that's just objectifying. Like, that's all that is. But then you take certain characters like Bayonetta or the previous Lara Croft, and it's kind of part of their personality. It's okay for them to have that, but they will, like, just strip it away. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes they do that, and I don't understand it. I don't like Mortal Kombat. Like, first off, I don't really like Mortal Kombat anymore. Like, just playing it, it's not as fun to me anymore. But the characters, the costumes are horrible. Every female costume. Hold on. Mortal Kombat. Did it come out in 2024 or 2023? Los Angeles Lakers just won a challenge. I don't know what they did. Hold on, let me see if I can give you an example. Yeah, look how horrible these designs are. And it's all because they're afraid of any skin. Like, you can't make it interesting at all. Look how horrible this is. They all look the same. It's all this extra stuff on it where it's like, what is this? What is this for? What is that? They all look the same. All the characters look the same now. It's horrible. It's terrible. I just like the fact that Marvel Rivals isn't afraid of that. Because you can have a character show some skin and not be disrespectful, right? Like, this design is so cool to me. Hold on, where's the design? This design is really cool to me. And I immediately looked it up. I was like, what the heck is this? Like, I wanted to get as much lore as I could, which I did. I watched a whole like 30-minute video on Malice. Like, this design, this is a cool design. And I looked it up, and yeah, looked like Mortal Kombat. It looks like yeah, it looks kind of. Mortal Kombat never really had like great designs, to be fair, like female designs. Like, sometimes they did go like way too far. But yeah, all I'm saying is, don't strip a character away, you know, from certain parts of who they are. Like I said, look, oh my gosh, Keldon, that was horrible. By the way, guys, watch Keldon Johnson's defense when you're watching these games. I always say that, but like, people don't pay attention to it. But like Lara Croft, right? Like I told you, she's charismatic, she's flirtatious, and the way that they designed her back in the day fit that. They fit her personality, how she is. It's okay for her to be that way. It's okay for her to dress that way. I think sometimes game companies or devs can be so progressive to the point you become conservative, if that makes sense. Like, now it's like, oh, you can't have that appeal and also have a personality. No one could take you serious if you showed anything off and had a personality. Like, you're going the opposite way, you know what I mean? Loved Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was dope. A few Mortal Kombats were dope. Did you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you can go too far to the point where you're no longer actually being progressive. You're just being conservative with your designs, you know? But Lara Croft being flirtatious and being charismatic, these are essential parts to how she was designed and who she was as a character. She was fun. It would be the equivalent of taking Joker, and because Joker can be anything, right? Joker can be any race. Joker can be any gender. Like, you can do whatever you want with Joker, but the one thing you can't strip away from Joker is his chaotic nature, right? You can't strip away the chaos, that him wanting to be chaotic. You can't take that away. You take that away, he's no longer Joker. And I feel like that's what they did with Lara Croft. They said, no, she can't. No, yeah, her personality is this flirtatious. Like, well, that's sexist. Like, no, actually, it's okay for her to be that. There's people in real life that are like that, right? You can still make it respectful without everything being objectifying, right? Lara Croft was a cool character. And this new Lara Croft is just lame. She's not fun. She's boring. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's actually disrespectful, and it's not cool when they go too far. Chris Paul almost hit that. When are we gonna get Asian Joker? We're not gonna get anything other than white Joker for a while, I'm sure. But, you know, Joker can be other things, you know, like I that's not the problem. I'm just saying you can't take that personality out of it. You can't take something that's essential about that character and just strip it from them. But I say all that to say I appreciate Marvel Rivals for not doing that, being unapologetic, and they're superheroes. They wear tights. That's okay. They do it with the guys too. Okay, I love playing with Namor. Let's see, Namor. Look, I love playing with Namor. And look at this skin. If they show the skin. Yeah. Look at this skin. Pretty revealing. It's from the Black Panther movie. Pretty revealing. But they don't hold back. It's a freaking superhuman, all right? The physique is crazy. That's okay. It's all right. Don't strip the characters, right? They dress a certain way for a reason. If it fits their personality and what they are, then do it. After reading up on Malice, you know, and like why Invisible Woman of all people look like this, it makes sense. The lore makes it make sense. It actually has a deeper meaning to it if you look into the lore of why she was even dressed this way. She didn't even have control over her thoughts at that time or her actions. But this was actually a transition between her being Invisible Girl and wanting to go by Invisible Woman. It's a whole thing. So yeah, don't. I just hate when they take it too far to, like I said, you can be so progressive to the point you're not progressive anymore. You gotta say it's okay. It's all right. Don't strip things from characters. They can be both. But don't be Dead or Alive either, because that's horrible. Dead or Alive, there's no personality. It's just objectification. Hey Clan, you ready for Black Captain America? No. That movie looks like it's gonna be horrible. I'll be honest with you, all right? Real talk, Anthony Mackie, I'm not the biggest Anthony Mackie fan. I don't know if he can lead a movie. I don't know if he can carry that film. The trailer just doesn't look that good. But then again, to be fair, I'm not that much of a fan of Captain America in and of itself. But like, that trailer doesn't look that great. We need another Spider-Man Into the Multiverse sequel. I'm a little worried about that one, man, because that thing was supposed to come out, and they're talking about now where like they had to scrape the script, and it's like, oh my goodness, what's going on with that movie? I was looking forward to that movie. Phantom Files calls for the Flakers. Yeah, that was pretty bad. It's okay though, we're still up. Yeah, that's my only thing is like, I just don't think the trailer looked that good, you know? Is the cat sleeping? I think she's on the couch. She's not in here. Yeah, she's on the couch. Trey Jones pretty fast. He missed that, or did they block it? They fouled it. I miss having a pet parrot. You can teach them how to talk. That's pretty cool. Bassey just blocked that. Madam Web is the negative version of the Spider-Man multiverse. Yeah. Superhero movies have just been kind of lame lately, man. I wish we would stop the whole universe thing. You know, I liked somewhat Endgame when it came out, and the more I think about Endgame, the least I like it. kind of ended on a sour note, man. The Punisher or Luke Cage? I don't. The only thing I know about Luke Cage is from the show. Oh, you're saying which show was better? I think Luke Cage was better. I feel like Luke Cage was better than the Punisher. Yeah, the shows. Okay, yeah, I think I liked Luke Cage more than the Punisher. I'm looking forward to the new Batman, but that's not coming out till like 2027, so we got a while. You guys excited about Grand Theft Auto? That'd be cool. Better soundtrack? Yeah. I'm genuinely excited for the Grand Theft Auto. For Grand Theft Auto. That's gonna be crazy. Everybody wants to play that. Well, the Lakers seem to get every call they wanted, and the Spurs are up by 2. I'm ready for the second trailer. Oh, yeah, dude. Me too. What do you think about the new Superman movie? Oh, I don't know what to think of that. I don't know what to think of that. Because he said that he wanted the Superman movie to be more down to earth. You know, a little bit more like grounded. And I mean, it could very well be more grounded, but like from that trailer, that doesn't look grounded at all. And I guess I don't know how grounded you can be with Superman, but it looks very bright. But it looks well filmed. Looks cool, you know. Guess it'll be fine. It'll take a lot to get me invested in Superman, though, because I do not like Superman that much. Year 2 Superman with established heroes. Yeah, it's like already a world with heroes in it. It should be pretty cool. The only thing I'm worried about is, like, at first he said, yeah, this isn't going to be part of any type of, like, universe. And now he's like, well, I don't know. I don't think it will be. It's like, can you just not? Can we just have our own thing right now and not have it all connected? Do you have to make a quadruple billion dollars every year? Can you just make good movies, please? I'll tell you what I'm tired of. I'm tired of remakes. But it seems like Disney's done with that, maybe? Did Mufasa do well? Please tell me it didn't. It crossed $500 million a day ago. On a budget of $200 million. Yay. To be fair, I didn't actually see the movie, so. But I wish all that money would have went towards Wicked, even though Wicked did really well. I wish it got all of Lion King's money. Tired of horror remakes and sequels, like we getting a Scream 7 next year. Scream is like one of those franchise. I really like Scream. And it usually has something to say about horror films in general. It's just it's really great at being meta, and it's always been great at being meta. Like, it's this whole thing. But like, can they do it again? I mean, they pulled it off every single time. Right? I think it might have been Scream 3 that wasn't that great, but I didn't hate it. They basically pulled it off every single time. I'm just wondering, like, how long can you do this? I'm tired of the same superhero movies too. Yeah. So, you know what? I was thinking about this. So like, just to expand on this, when we were having that discourse about like why aren't there any comedies anymore, and people try to use the like really lazy thing of, oh, there's cancel culture, right? Like, no, like you can make an edgy comedy be successful. If it's funny, it's funny. People aren't going to chirp about it, right? But the more I think about it, like my explanation was, the problem is you don't have, or companies aren't dishing out money to make comedies anymore, right? Like they just not. It's too risky. It might take like 20, 30 million. If it's not funny, it's just not funny. They're not going to make it. And in order to make a really good comedy, a lot of times you want popular people in it, popular comedians, and you're going to give them a pretty penny for that movie, right? So like, I think that that's a big part of it. But I think another part of it as well is superhero movies. I think superhero movies ruin comedies. Honestly, like when did Iron Man come out? Did Iron Man come out in, dang, Castle Dunk. Did Iron Man come out in 2008 or 2000? Was it 2008? Dang, LeBron 3-pointer. One-legged 3-pointer. Wemby for 3. Dang. Yeah, I don't know when Iron. Dude, the comedy and superhero movies is just annoying me. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that they ruined it. I think that a lot of comedies nowadays have to be more than just one thing. Like you can't just be a comedy. Because of superhero movies, now comedies have to be action films, or they have to be comedy adventures, or comedy horrors, or like it has to be another thing. It can't just be on its own merit anymore. Like, studios don't buy into it. So I think it's a matter of they don't want to dish out the money for it. That's why they would dish out like 10 million for a horror film, because they know they're going to make that back in a weekend. And comedies, if it's not funny, you're just kind of screwed, right? You're gonna lose money. You know? Yeah, but I truly do think superhero movies have ruined comedies, or at least that's a part of it. Yeah, Jackass is good. That was a really good move by Castle. Post move. I didn't get to see it yet. The girl with the dragon tattoo. I didn't get to see it yet. I realized I had a few movies on my watch list before I could get to it. Oh, did Wimby just block that? Wimby just blocked that. He blocked that 3-pointer. Wimby for 3 again. Missed it. Oh! Wimby just did a move on Angel or Austin Reeves. Steph Castle's defense is so good. Moves around screens effortlessly. Come on, Chris. Wemby needs to attack the basket if his 3 ain't going. Yeah, and like he could get with this lineup, Wemby could get to the rim whenever he want. Don't do it, LeBron. Oh, LeBron actually scored on Wemby. This is what I'm saying. Okay. All right. Now it's a double team. When we get double team, he passed out. Seems like anyone can score on Wemby. Oh, that's not true. It might feel that way, but like these are elite basketball players. You know, every now and then they're gonna get a layup on them. A lot of teams that do try Wemby continuously, those are the games where he gets 9-10 blocks, right? If you keep trying them, you're gonna get blocked a lot. Wemby has gotten too comfortable shooting threes. Yeah, he has. But at least he and the coaching staff was transparent. Like, he ain't gonna stop. This is gonna be all season long. He'll need a complete off season, I think, to get more comfortable and get a little bit more strength. Sometimes it seems like Wemby has been compromised. Wemby is still like, I'm gonna show you like some analytics on him, but like he's top of the league when it comes to rim protection. Like, you don't get better than Wemby. I think sometimes he gets a little tired because we don't have a legitimate center to back us up. So he's always playing catch up when he gets back in games, try to help. Try him and he will make you famous. Wemby 2 for 5 from 3. This is great. His percentage is really good right now, yeah. But you do want a balanced game, you know? You want to be able to attack the rim. You want to be able to get to the line as much as you possibly can. You want to get them in foul trouble. Like there's a lot of benefits. I know more threes you shoot, you know, it's an extra point, and that's huge. You get enough of them, right? But like, there's many reasons why you would want to attack the basket. You're wearing down the team. You're getting them in foul trouble. You're getting easier shots. So he just got to build some strength and be a little bit more comfortable with doing it. Because, like, literally, there's no one on the court, I think, that could stop him at the rim. But they are doubling him pretty good. But this is the reason why Wemby having someone like Sochan is so deadly. This is why they play well off of each other. Because you double Wemby, Sochan is so great with the cuts till you get an easy basket at the rim. Almost every time. Duncan had no weaknesses in his prime. The only weakness I could think of with Duncan was, even in his prime, maybe like lack of athleticism, lack of bounce, but like that's not that big a deal. You played Marvel Rivals Clan? Yeah, I talked about that earlier. Yeah, I love Marvel Rivals, dude. It's so much fun. I've been playing non-stop. It's addicting. Who's your main? Or who are your mains? Right now, let's see. Let's see. What the heck? You got to go through every single... Alright, so I do like Adam Warlock. I can play with him. I don't really like Black Panther that much, but I'll have to get used to it. Nope. Love Captain America. He's one of my mains. Cloak and Dagger, I'll get good with her and him. I haven't really played Cloak and Dagger that much. I played quite a bit of Doctor Strange, but now I'm not the biggest fan of him. Groot, I gotta get good with Groot. Groot is fun. Nope. I don't play with Hawkeye. I don't like Hela that much. I'm gonna learn Hulk. Invisible Woman is awesome. She's probably my favorite healer right now. Iron Fist is a lot of fun. I don't like Iron Man. Jeff is fun, but I don't like playing with him as a healer. Loki, yeah. I gotta get good with him. Luna Snow, gotta get good with her. Magic, I really want to get good with Magic, but I haven't played with her yet. Squirrel Girl and Punisher, heck yeah. Magneto, I haven't played with them. Mantis, she's good. I like playing with Mr. Fantastic. Moon Knight, I played with him a few times. He's okay. Namor, that's one of my mains. Easily one of my mains. I need to get good with Penny Parker. I need to get good with Psylocke. I want to get good with Rocket Raccoon. That's somebody I want to get good with. Scarlet Witch is cool. She's just really easy to play with. Spider-Man, no. Squirrel Girl is fun. Star-Lord, no, I don't enjoy playing with him. Storm, I'm going to get good with her after the buff. The Punisher, I like playing with the Punisher. The Thor, I haven't really played with them. Venom, haven't really played with. It's so many characters. Wolverine, I gotta get good with them. It's so many characters till it's like there's multiple people that I just haven't really played with that much. I want to learn Storm and Magic. Yeah, those are my two. Magic would be so much fun. Because every time I go against a good Magic, it is the most frustrating experience of my life. Most frustrating experience of my life. So I'm gonna get good with her. Reeves just shot on Julian. And the Edwards got 3 fouls. Oh my God, Chris Paul. That was terrible. Blackbeard. How's it going, clan? First time chatting with you live. What's up, man? You doing okay? I won't be on that much longer, because I'm not watching this whole game on stream. That was horrible, though. That was really horrible. Like, guys, what is this lineup? Like, what is this lineup we got out here right now? They're doing fine. They're doing fine, I guess. I'm not that crazy about it. Good job, Devin. I'm not that crazy about this lineup. You got Trey Jones, Steph Castle, Keldon, Bassie, and Devin. Is there any way we could have another shooter, one other shooter out there, possibly? The only shooter we have out there is Devin. The only one that can hit a three. I don't mean like a scorer. You know, I don't expect everyone to be a scorer, but like, he's the only one. Keldon jump ball because he has tunnel vision. I don't understand, dude. Keldon's very easy to read. Look at that. Keldon was not thinking about passing on that. He just was gonna go into two guys. Malachi minutes, please. Yeah, like, we can't put Malachi in there. You can move Steph Castle to small forward, and you can throw Malachi in there. What is Malachi going to do? Malachi isn't a great defender, but I mean, neither is Keldon. He will at least space the floor. Malachi not getting minutes at all is kind of crazy. I want some Mamu minutes. That would work too, but I don't know if that will work. I don't know how well that would work. Because you probably want to run him as center because the Lakers aren't that big. And I don't know if I want to give up Bassie for Mamu. Bassie's playing really good defense. But Mamu does play well with Castle, it seems. So, I don't know. It's just strange. Just strange just to have... It just seems like a safe lineup. Like these guys supposed to be on the court. These are some of the leaders of the team. They're supposed to be on the court, but I don't agree with Devin being out there by himself, essentially. The only three-point shooter. Put out there, seriously though, put out there Malachi. Just help stretch the floor a little bit. Nothing we do makes a difference, yeah. Every time I watch them for the sake, they always getting... BTA? Oh, belt to... Okay. I'm gonna look up how to use Loki effectively because I feel like if I was good at Loki, I'll be kind of OP. Because I've gone against really great Lokis. Just wide open? Like what it like guys, the Lakers were left wide open in that corner three. Can someone explain to me what we're getting? What are we getting out of this lineup? Like what are we getting out of this lineup? Catch and shoot shots, Trey Jones is shooting 21%. Catch and shoot shots, Keldon shooting 30. No, wait, he's shooting 26%. Steph Castle is shooting 29%. Here's Keldon straight into the chest. Missed the shot. He got the Devin Vassell mid-range. Missed it. I just don't know what we're getting out of this lineup. This is just such an ugly lineup to me. Sorry, Trey Jones isn't it. That's fine. I just don't... I don't understand it. All right, Keldon gets the ball. He wants the ball back. Steph Castle almost threw it away. Time to make some trades if this lineup doesn't make any sense anymore. Oh, there's quite a few people that are gonna be gone. I'm gonna be gone. Guys, something stuck in my throat. Like crying. That was a stupid pass. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, I just don't... Guys, can someone explain to me? It was just a terrible... Now we got Wemby in there. And it looks a little bit better. But, like... I do not understand the other lineup. I would find a way to get Malachi in that game. I miss Jeremy. Yeah, Jeremy helps. Hachimura. Rudy was wide open. He missed it. Good ball movement from the Lakers. Let's see how many passes the Spurs do in this 9 seconds. 1. 1. To be fair though, he couldn't get it to Wemby. Yeah, man, I'm about to be out myself. I don't think Jeremy would have made a difference. Jeremy definitely makes a difference in this game. There's been some broken defensive coverages here. It's been quite ugly. You would have got a few more easier shots, and you would have made it difficult on Lakers. Make it difficult on LeBron, at least, where he can't pass to his teammates as much as he like. He actually got a call. Yeah, he did get a call, so that's good. LeBron about to... Reese could have hit that. Yeah, all right. Courtney and Mike Jimenez burner account. Mike Jimenez, who's he? He usually hating on Sochan or what? Still in it. Oh, we're in the game. The Spurs can still win the game. It's just the lineups. I don't understand. I will never accept Trey Jones, Devin, Castle, and Keldon and Bassey as a suitable lineup to put out there at any given time. It's like, dang, is Malachi sick? I'm not getting more defense from Keldon than I am from Malachi. I'm not getting anything more that I would have from Malachi in that specific lineup. Maybe in a different lineup, Keldon's useful. In that one, what's the point? Even Trey Jones, to an extent, right? I don't really get it. I don't understand. I mean, man, that's our player. Malachi is not trustable at all. The man hasn't improved since last year. Dude had free summer. He's on the roster. Like, you can't just be like, he doesn't exist. He's on the roster. And while his defense isn't the best, his three-point shooting, I would argue, is reliable. Definitely more reliable. I'm just saying someone to stretch the floor in that specific matchup. I just don't know what I'm getting. You're not getting the best out of Keldon in that situation. With that type of lineup, you're just not. You're not getting anything out of this. Malachi's shooting hasn't been bad. Let's see. Look at this. Guess we'll look together. Let's see. Yeah, this season, 23 games, he's shooting 38% from three. Attempting 2 a game. Last year is probably more down to earth, near 35%. You're definitely getting scoring out of him. You're getting a legitimate stretch out of him. Why not? You really think you need 3-point range with Champagnie, Wemby, and Vassell being here? Surely think the team needs IQ on the floor and Malachi is just not the man at my... No. I wasn't talking about... Okay, no, that's not what I was talking about. I was just saying that the Spurs went with the lineup of Trey Jones, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Charles Bassey, Steph Castle. Or Steph Castle, Charles Bassey, however you want to do it. You only have one person on that floor that's shooting over 30%. And that's Devin Vassell. What are we doing? Champagnie, I can't say Champagnie because Champagnie had just sat down. So I can't be like, oh, he should be in that lineup. He was tired. If you're going to go with, if you want Trey Jones on the court, and you want Steph Castle on the court, and you want Devin Vassell on the court, sure. Why are you not at least attempting to put another 3-point shooter out there? Like, our offense is completely limited. I don't believe, because he's so easy to read, I don't think that Keldon getting to the rim is going to be successful with that lineup. I mean, obviously it wasn't. They forced a jump ball almost immediately when he attempted to get to the rim. Why not just put in Malachi? He's not a great defender. Neither is Keldon. Just do that. Now, the only reason why I'm hesitant to say put in Mamu over Bassey is because you are losing something. Like, I think you're genuinely losing defense if you switch out Bassey for Mamu. Whatever. Okay, I understand that. But what are you losing in that lineup by letting Keldon sit and bring in Malachi? You're not really losing anything. Malachi's a good 3-point shooter. If anything, you're just going to gain 3-point shooting. I don't think... I don't think you lose anything. Malachi. I'm not saying This is not me advocating for Malachi to get significant minutes. Okay, I'm just saying that lineup was dumb. I don't get that. I don't get it. I don't get the lineup. I don't get it. I don't get what you're gonna get out of that lineup. That's all I'm saying. I just don't get what you're gonna get. It's not me saying like. It's not even me saying Malachi's a better player than Keldon. It's just when you have that specific lineup out there, you're not going to get anything out of Keldon. Now, when you have Keldon out there with Wemby, you can make an argument that things are going to open up a little bit and Keldon can make a cut, right? But other than that, I don't get what you're getting out of Keldon on the court with that group. I smell what you're cooking. Yeah, I just don't get it. Weird, man. What a weird lineup. It's all right though. I just don't want to see that group on the court together anymore. I feel like we did it last time too. Why is Wesley seeing many minutes? Why isn't Wesley seeing many minutes? We need energy on defense. See, even Wesley, if you swapped out Wesley with Keldon with that lineup, I think you'll have the same struggles offensively, but at least you gain something else defensively. I just don't understand it. Even if you want to keep Keldon out, or if you want to keep Keldon in the game, then switch out Trey Jones. But at least with Trey Jones, I can say, I mean, he is a good game manager. Pop played Malachi, so that's another thing I don't understand. It's like in a lot of ways, I feel like Mitch Johnson is staying true to Pop's lineups, you know, until he gets here. But then something like this, I don't know. It's like he's not comfortable playing Malachi at all. It's like he's on the team. He can shoot. Talk about stretching the floor. If you're gonna have that lineup out there, then just play him. I don't know. Oops. Yeah, you're just not getting anything. Yeah, put someone out there that can create spacing for isolation. We need someone who's willing to hustle, lazy closeouts on threes. You're just not getting anything. You're just not getting anything with that lineup. You're getting some good isolation defense from Castle, you know. Maybe Devin can make something happen here or there. You're not getting anything though. Yeah, I saw someone bring up how Keldon gotten so much worse since his great season. And I don't think I agree with that. I think Keldon has been pretty stagnant. I don't think he's gotten that worse. Now, he is having his worst season thus far of his career. But like people have brought up since he got his contract that it's gotten worse because they were like, look, he averaged 22 points or whatnot, and then it's a drop off. Everything's contextualized. I mean, he was only averaging that because we didn't have a team, right? Like, it was all him. That's tanking season. And then after that, I don't know. Like, let's be real. 40% from 3, he wasn't going to average that his whole career. So I wasn't expecting him to be there. I feel like this is maybe closer to where he should be, but I just don't think he's gotten that much worse. I feel like he's just been stagnant. Keldon really regressed. You guys think he regressed? I don't know if he really regressed. I just feel like he's been... Watching him, he just seems like the same player he's always been. It's just a couple seasons ago, people thought he was really great because, you know, he was averaging pretty decent, but the team was just that bad. They have statistically regressed Vassell and Keldon. Oh, maybe I'm wrong then. He's a good third option. Who, Vassell? I think Vassell is a good third option. Nick Claxton for KJ? Probably not. I don't think they'd do that straight up. Keldon was a great tank commander, but on a competing team, no, I don't mind him as end of the bench guy, but he should be on limited minutes. Yeah. You have to really pick and choose when you're going to play Keldon. That's why I don't understand this lineup, or that lineup that we had out there for like too long. Felt like 3-4 minutes. That's way too long. Let me dream clan? Okay. I'm sorry. Keldon ain't no 6th. That's pretty bad, man. That's pretty bad. Yeah, we need a second. Well, luckily for us, this upcoming draft is gonna be crazy, so we'll be good. Like the good thing about all of this, guys, it's inevitable that the Spurs are gonna improve next season. Like, there's no like, let's wait and see what the Spurs do. Like, they're just going to improve. This draft is too good. I mean, you could literally like take a name out of the hat. It seems like, and we'll be totally fine. So I'm not really worried about it. They're gonna be better. Will we use all the picks, though? We better, yeah. We better. We better use Atlanta's, and we better use ours. Now, as far as, are we going to get the Bulls one? I don't know. The Bulls aren't playing as well as I need them to. Bulls might not convey this season. Because we need the Bulls to do well. Because they're lottery protected. But they're 10 right now. Hawks are out of the playoffs right now, so that's good. But it's a sizable enough gap between them and the Bulls, and we don't want that. So we want the Hawks to be less than mediocre. But unfortunately, it looks like the best case scenario, how things are trending, is that they could be the 11th in the East. That's the best case scenario. But yeah, I'm not really banking on the Bulls anymore. And then the Hornets just completely screwed us over. That's not going to convey. Yeah, we need the Hawks to be really bad. And then we need the Bulls to be really good. So hopefully they can grind it out and be in the playoffs. Don't know how likely that is, though. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I will watch the rest of this game. I'll be on tomorrow night. We can hop on. We can talk about this game and see how it went. I'll just upload a segment from this live stream. Probably the segment talking about the three-point shooting, catch and shoot three-point shooting, and the defense from Sochan. Sure, a lot of people will be irritated by that, the praise for Sochan. But hey, it is what it is. He's a Spur, all right? All right, good night. Yeah, good night, good night. I'll see you guys later. Deuces. It's a late game. It's so late, yeah. Bye, y'all. Recap it interviews. Tomorrow, recapping. Yeah, we'll go over the game Cause what? Let's see. Tomorrow's Tuesday, and then we got another game Wednesday night. So we can. Yeah, we can just do. Yeah, we can just. We can talk about the game and look at some of the interviews. Maybe we can just make that one big segment.